In the bustling city of Greenwood, where skyscrapers reached for the heavens and the streets pulsed with the rhythm of ambition, there existed a company called Horizon Enterprises. But within the confines of Horizon Enterprises, there lurked a ruthless manager. Robert Finch was a man of imposing stature and commanding presence. His sharp features and piercing gaze struck fear into the hearts of the employees under his charge. Among the many who felt the brunt of Robert's tyranny was Daniel Brooks, a diligent employee with dreams of climbing the corporate ladder. From the moment Daniel stepped foot into Horizon Enterprises, Robert had singled him out for his wrath. He would belittle Daniel in meetings, heap impossible deadlines upon him, and never miss an opportunity to remind him of his inadequacies. Despite the constant barrage of criticism and the mounting pressure, Daniel persevered. He poured his heart and soul into his work, hoping that one day his efforts would be recognized. One fateful day, as Daniel sat at his desk buried under a mountain of paperwork, a hushed whisper swept through the office, a rumor that sent shockwaves through the company. Henry Marlowe, the elusive CEO known for his reclusive nature, had fallen gravely ill. The news spread like wildfire, igniting a sense of uncertainty and apprehension among the employees. In the midst of the chaos, Robert Finch emerged as the de facto leader, assuming control of the day-to-day operations with an iron grip. His presence loomed larger than ever, casting a pall over the once vibrant corridors of Horizon Enterprises. Days turned into weeks, and then, on a crisp autumn morning, the news came: Henry Marlowe had passed away, leaving behind a company in turmoil and a legacy shrouded in mystery. Amidst the somber atmosphere that engulfed Horizon Enterprises, an unexpected visitor arrived, a lawyer bearing news that would shake the very foundations of the company. With solemn gravitas, he announced that Henry Marlowe had left behind a will, and in it, he had named his successor, the heir to his vast empire. As the lawyer uttered the name of the chosen heir, a stunned silence descended upon the room. For the heir was none other than Daniel Brooks, the same Daniel who had toiled tirelessly under the shadow of Robert Finch's tyranny. The revelation sent shockwaves through Horizon Enterprises, shattering the illusion of power and authority that Robert Finch had carefully cultivated. Suddenly, the tables had turned, and Daniel found himself thrust into a position of prominence, his newfound status eliciting both awe and envy from his colleagues. But amidst the jubilation that greeted his ascension, Daniel couldn't shake the feeling of unease that gnawed at his conscience. For he knew that with power came responsibility, a responsibility to enact change and usher in a new era of compassion and empathy within the walls of Horizon Enterprises. Determined to confront the demons of the past, Daniel sought out Robert Finch, the man who had tormented him for years. "Robert," Daniel began, his voice steady despite the tumult raging within him, "I know the pain you have inflicted upon me and countless others within this company. But I refuse to perpetuate the cycle of abuse any longer." Robert's expression remained impassive, but Daniel could sense the tremors of uncertainty that lurked beneath the surface. For the first time, he felt the cracks in the facade of invincibility that Robert had so carefully constructed. With Henry Marlowe's vision as his guiding light, Daniel set out to transform Horizon Enterprises into a beacon of hope and opportunity. He implemented sweeping reforms aimed at fostering a culture of inclusivity and collaboration, empowering employees at every level to voice their ideas and concerns. In their place blossomed a newfound sense of camaraderie and mutual respect, as colleagues worked together towards a common goal. As the weeks turned into months, the ripple effects of Daniel's leadership reverberated throughout the corridors of Horizon Enterprises. Productivity soared, morale reached new heights, and the company flourished under his stewardship. But amidst the triumphs and successes, Daniel never lost sight of the lessons he had learned along the way. For he knew that true leadership was not measured by the size of one's office or the number of accolades adorning their walls, but by the impact they had on the lives of those around them. Daniel's transformative leadership, didn't just impact the culture within Horizon Enterprises, it rippled out into the wider community of Greenwood. As the company flourished under his guidance, Daniel made it a priority to give back to the city that had nurtured him. He initiated philanthropic endeavors aimed at supporting local schools, community centers, and charitable organizations. Through partnerships and outreach programs, Horizon Enterprises became synonymous with social responsibility, leaving an indelible mark on the fabric of Greenwood. He continued to mentor young professionals, offering guidance and support to those navigating the tumultuous waters of corporate life. One such individual was Emily Sanchez, a bright-eyed intern who reminded Daniel of his younger self, eager, ambitious, and full of untapped potential. Recognizing her talent and dedication, Daniel took her under his wing, providing her with opportunities to grow and thrive within the company. As Emily flourished under Daniel's mentorship, she became a vocal advocate for diversity and inclusion within Horizon Enterprises. Drawing upon her own experiences as a woman in a predominantly male-dominated industry, she spearheaded initiatives aimed at breaking down barriers and leveling the playing field for marginalized groups. Together, Daniel and Emily formed a formidable team, their shared vision driving them to push the boundaries of what was possible. They worked tirelessly to create a workplace where everyone felt valued and respected, regardless of their background or circumstances. Meanwhile, Robert Finch languished in the shadows, a mere shadow of his former self. Stripped of his power and influence, he watched from the sidelines as Daniel's star continued to rise, his own legacy crumbling before his eyes. But amidst the bitterness and resentment that consumed him, a seed of redemption began to take root, a flicker of hope that whispered of a second chance. For as he observed Daniel's unwavering commitment to empathy and compassion, Robert couldn't help but feel a pang of regret for the pain he had caused. He embarked upon a journey of self-discovery, delving deep into the recesses of his soul in search of redemption. He remembered the dreams he had once harbored, the ideals he had once held dear, before they were overshadowed by the relentless pursuit of success. And so, armed with newfound clarity and purpose, Robert set out to confront the demons of his past and do whatever it takes to make him a better man. As Daniel's tenure at Horizon Enterprises entered its second year, the company stood at the zenith of success, its reputation as a bastion of empathy and compassion unparalleled in the corporate world. Under his leadership, profits soared, innovation thrived, and the bonds of camaraderie that united the employees grew stronger with each passing day. With a sense of determination born of redemption, Robert pledged his support to Daniel, vowing to stand by his side until the bitter end. As he stood on the precipice of a new dawn, Daniel reflected on the lessons he had learned along the way, the importance of empathy, compassion, and forgiveness in a world plagued by greed and ambition. And as he gazed out at the horizon stretching out before him, he knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he would face them with courage, conviction, and the unwavering belief that a single act of kindness could change the world.